Hello, thank you for watching this demo for Pipette Calibration Management software. In this demo, I am going to show you the basic functionalities and the navigations inside these softwares. So I would have the ID and passwords for accessing the software. So I'm going to log in with my ID and passwords. As you can see, I am at the inbox page, which is used by the companies where you have multiple employees. You can assign them the number of pipettes they have to do the calibration, so they would see their tasks available in the inbox page. But let me go to the pipette management homepage and show you the navigations and the functionalities. So first thing I would do, I would add a pipette or register a new pipette into the systems. It usually takes 1 or 2 minutes, but let me add a pipette first. I would click on add new. As you can see, it says a message saying that some of the values have been pre-selected from the previous record. What that means is that if I had created a Gilson, or if I had registered a pipette for Gilson P200, so that information is already copied here in the new record, so that you don't, some of the information you can reuse, so that you don't have to select it again. So let's say in this case I'm going to create a spec for P100s, and I would keep the same pipette 1ch, and as you can see, we have many specifications available for different brands, but I would keep it Gilson's, and classic I would keep it as is, but instead of P200s I'm going to select P100s, and here I would give serial numbers for the pipettes. And if it is for the same customer, so as you can see, this same information is already copied, so I don't have to do it again. And now I'm going to set up a spec. I'm going to set up a schedule for these pipettes. So let's say I assign this to myself, and I want the system to create automatic cal records after 180 days, and my starting would be today, and I can set up after the schedule would be inactive after 20 occurrences. And now you can see that this auto schedule has been set up, and here I'm going to set the templates that I'm going to use for calibration of these pipettes. So as you can see, we have different specs available, but let me select the first one. I would explain what the other ones are. As soon as I select the pipette spec for this P100 Gilson pipette, 3x3 means it has 3 volumes to be tested at as found, and 3 volumes to be tested at as left. This is a flexible this software provides flexible options. If you are not going to use it for 3 volumes, if you just want to use it for 1 here and 3 here, it will also work. So let's keep it as is right now, and let's register the pipette. So I'm going to click save here. As you can see, the pipette has been registered, so it took me 1 or 2 minutes to register the pipette. Now I can create a cal record on these pipettes. So I would go to the left hand side menu and click on the cals and click a new. So you can see that the cal record has been created, but it's blank. And if you are going to use it, or if you are going to do the calibration yourself, I would select that to myself. And first step is to release the calibration record. I would save and submit the plan for release. What it does is that once the record is released, you can come back and enter the actual results. This functionality helps if you have someone else doing the work. You can just create the calibration record and release it to them, and they will come back and add the actual cal results. So I'll go to the results recording section here, and as you can see, my standard values have been already pre-selected. The standard values for the weights, standards for the balance, and those information have been pre-selected. I'm going to select the today's date as my start date and today's date as my end date. and I'm going to select the temperature, or you know the environmental conditions for these calibrations. As you can see, as soon as I select the temperature and pressure, the correction factor, which is the G factor, has already been pulled out. And in the humidity, let me select 58. And now let's say I'm going to test it at 1 volumes for the as founds. So I'm going to enter the data, or if your balance is already integrated, it'll automatically take the data from here. As you can see, as soon as I enter the data, it does the calculations and comparison against this spec. If it fails, it gives the information here. So here I'm going to enter the actual data. For the as left sections. As you can see, when I'm entering the data, the number counter is increasing. It's showing me how many data points I have entered here. So as you can see, as soon as I enter the data, the results have been calculated and compared against the specs. And so right now I'm going to, since I have completed the result entry sections, all that I have to do is click on submit. And if you need someone to review this, you can submit it for review, and you can set up an approver names who will review these results. Some of the companies, if they are doing this for GMP or GLP applications, probably they may need that review things, but in this case I'm going to submit the results for closure. As you can see, my pipette record has been closed. My data have been all locked in, so you cannot change this data, since this is the data that was entered in the original calibration records. So the system keeps track of all the data as the permanent records. So now, as you can see, as soon as I completed my data entry for the calibrations, so my certificates and the labels are available. So if I click on print certificates, as you can see, a PDF report of the actual calibration certificate is available here. And you can send this certificate to your customers, or you can print this out if save it for your records. And also I was going to show you the labels. It directly prints the labels from the systems. You can just print it from the systems. You can use a standard Dymo printer or any other printer you may have. You just print it and just stick the label onto the pipettes. As you can see, it took me 2 or 3 minutes to do the data entry and printing of the certificates and the labels. So just wanted to give you a quick overview, and now I can go back to the home page where I can see the other options available. And if I want to add another pipette, I'll just add a pipette. So this is where we did the registration of the new pipettes. And if I want to see all my closed records, I'll click on closed. You can see that all the pipettes which I closed. So this was the calibration record that we just completed, as you can see, and this was the one we just completed. So just wanted to quick overview. If you are trying out, if you would need additional information, or if you need, we would be happy to show this to you. Again, thanks for watching this demo for the Pipette calibration management software.